Hello everyone, welcome to my CAD/CAM channel. In this tutorial, I will show you how to create a 3D model from existing 2D drawing with the help of FreeCAD, Part Design, Part and Fasteners Workbenches. The FreeCAD tools that I used to solve this exercise are Extrude, Pocket, Revolution, Groove, Hole, Union, and Fillet. As you know, there are several ways or steps to create this 3D solid part. Here you find the steps and the tools that I used to create this 3D solid part. First, click simply this button to start the FreeCAD workspace and to create the parametric solid part. In step 1, we sketch the position 1 profile on XY plane and we create a solid part with the help of the Extrude tool. Activate the Sketch tool and then select the XY plane. Activate the Centered and Rounded Rectangle tool and then sketch the rectangle at the origin. Sketch a circle with a diameter of 70 mm for the reference. Convert the circle to construction curve. Constrain the rectangle edge center points to the construction curve. Next, sketch the 4 circles for the holes with a diameter of 10 mm. The sketch is full constrained, then close the sketch. Now select the sketch and activate the Extrude tool and then extrude it by 10 mm. In step 2, we sketch half of the position to profile and create a solid part with the help of the Revolution tool. Activate the Sketch tool and then select the XZ plane. First, sketch roughly the shape of the profile with the polyline tool and dimension it later. Now, the sketch is fully constrained. Next, select the sketch and activate the Revolution tool. In step 3, we create the left side cylindrical part with diameter of 30 mm and length of 45 mm. Activate the Sketch tool and then select the YZ plane. Sketch a circle with a radius of 15 mm on the vertical axis. As you see, our sketch is full constrained. Select the sketch and extrude it by 45 mm. In step 4, we sketch the position for profile with the holes, and then we create a solid part with the Extrude tool. Now select the cylinder face and then activate the Sketch tool. Extract the reference edge to define the center point. Sketch the circles with a radius of 40 millimeters. Next, sketch a circle with a radius of 5 millimeters on the vertical axis. Now, we create the other 3 circles with the help of the Polar Transform tool. Set the number of copies to 3. Then select the center point and the vertical axis and then rotate the circle to -270 degrees. Now, extrude the sketch by 10 millimeters. Now, we remove material from the created part. Select the face and then activate the Sketch tool. Sketch the circles with a radius of 20 millimeters at the center. Next, select the sketch and activate the Pocket tool and then set the depth to millimeters. Select the face again and then activate the Hole tool. Set the diameter to 15 millimeters and the depth to 55 millimeters. Don't forget to like and subscribe the video. In step 5, we sketch half of the middle section without the hole and create a solid part with the Revolution tool. Activate the Sketch tool and then select the XZ plane. Sketch roughly the shape of the profile with the Polyline tool and dimension it later. Constrain these 2 lines to vertical and horizontal. Now, let us add dimensions to the sketch. Now, the sketch is fully constrained. Next, select the sketch and activate the Revolution tool and then select the rotation axis. In step 6, we sketch half of the position 6 profile and then we remove material from the created solid part with the help of the Groove tool. Activate the Sketch tool and then select the XZ plane. First, sketch again roughly the shape of the profile with the polyline tool and dimension it later. Assign the dimensions. Now select the sketch and activate the Groove tool and then select the rotation axis. In step 7, we add the position 7 part with a thread to the created part. Now I will show you the two possibilities how to add a thread to the part. First, switch to the Fasteners Workbench. Next, select the threaded rod and insert to the body. It will be inserted at the origin. Now select the thread rod and set the parameters and the position. To position the thread rod, first select the thread row and then select Thefanal position. Invert the direction of the thread rod. As you see, the thread rod has two chamfers at both ends. In Fasteners Workbench, a thread rod with one side chamfer is not available. Means we have to modify or cut one of the chamfer of the thread rod. To modify the thread rod, first switch to the Part Design Workbench. Now start New FreeCAD Workspace and then insert New Body. Next, switch again to Fasteners Workbench and then insert the thread rod to the body. Set the parameters again. As you see, the length of the chamfer is 3 mm. Before we modify the thread rod, we extend the length of the thread rod by 3 mm. Now switch to Part Design Workbench. Activate the Sketch tool and then sketch a circle with a radius of 20 mm on XY plane. Select the sketch and activate the Pocket tool and then set the depth to 3 mm. Rename the thread rod. Now copy the thread rod and then paste it to the first part body. Next, we position the thread rod to the correct position. Now, we switch to Part Workbench to merge the two components together with the Union tool. Next, we switch to Part Design Workbench to create the hole. Insert New Body and then move the fusion to the body. Now select the thread rod face and then activate the Hole tool. Set the diameter to 15 millimeters and for the depth to 55 millimeters. The last step is to add a fillet and a chamfer to the created part. That is for today. Follow the other videos to learn more about FreeCAD. See you in the next video. Please subscribe, like, and share the video. Thank you for watching.